everyone, I hope you're having a good day or night whenever you're watching this. I was inspired to sit down and film this video literally like 5 minutes ago because I recently posted on Instagram a Q&A and I just said, ask me anything and everything. And a question I was getting a lot was, am I nervous to wear a bikini this summer because of my new body? And then I also got a lot of questions about, am I actually confident with myself? How do I feel so confident? And so I was inspired to make this video because there's also a trend I see on TikTok called bodies that look like this also look like this. I really love those videos because it shows that every body is unique and every body looks different. And just because you look one way in a photo doesn't mean that's what you look like all the time. And I do want to say that in this video, I'm going to be talking a lot about body image, body dysmorphia, eating disorders, that kind of stuff. So this is a bit of a trigger warning. If any of these topics are a bit too dark for you at this point in time, I definitely suggest switching off this video. But if you feel like this is a topic that you can hear, this is meant to be a more positive video. So I hope you can take what you will from this and apply it to your life, hopefully, because there's nothing that I want more than for you guys to feel the way that I feel. I want you to feel the love that I feel for myself. I want you to feel that for yourselves as well. Like, that is my message and what I want to give out in my content going forward. It's just, I feel like I've come a long way with being confident with myself, and that does not mean that I feel confident 24/7, 100% of the time. That's not the case. Although I do have to say it's a high majority of the time. And I don't think you need to have a kid to feel that way. I think there are a lot of moms that don't feel that way, even though they have children. I feel like there are a lot of people that don't feel that way without having children. And I do feel like a lot of people gain respect for themselves without having children as well. It is very broad. People feel differently in different moments of their life. For myself, watching myself go through pregnancy and give birth and have a baby really changed my perspective and flipped a switch in my head on how I see myself. And so that is just what I want to put out there. And this video is going to be a little bit rambly, but I get this question a lot. It's sad that our society puts so much pressure on people to look a certain way when in reality, human beings are so unique. This is not meant to bash anyone on how they look. You can weigh 100 pounds and be the most confident person in the room. You can weigh 200 pounds and be the most confident person in the room. The way you look is fine for you as long as you are happy. And that is all that matters, is being happy with yourself. The pressure to look thin or to look like you have a small waist or a big butt or big boobs, a lot of the times is society. But if that makes you happy and that is what you want to achieve and you really deep down think that like that's going to bring you happiness, then by all means go for it. There is nothing wrong with doing things to make you happy. What I'm trying to push is that you don't need these things if it's for other people other than yourself, because it's not going to bring you happiness. I was at my most fit on the outside and felt like utter crap on the inside. So I know for myself, looking a certain way doesn't bring me happiness. And that is not the case for everybody. But for majority of the people, I know the struggle because of the countless conversations I've had with you guys through DMs, people I've met in real life, friends and family. It's sad to me that society puts a lot of pressure to look a certain way in order to be perceived as beautiful, when in reality, I think it should be about who you are as a person. So there is nothing wrong with working out to look fit. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be in tip-top shape. There's nothing wrong with wanting to lose weight. There's nothing wrong with gaining weight. There's nothing wrong with being what is considered to be a little overweight. If you are happy, then that is what matters. That is all I'm saying. And for myself, I am not insecure about wearing a bikini this summer because I am so excited that the weather's getting warmer, that I can see my family and friends still being safe. That is what I care about. I do not care about what I look like on the outside to other people, because guess what? Everyone is insecure about something. It's crazy to me because talking to my friends growing up, I used to be so insecure about things and they'd be like, oh, I don't even notice that on you. It's like we are our own worst critics. I guarantee whatever you focus in in the mirror and you think about and you are so insecure about, majority of the time people don't notice that about you, or they don't think twice. Cellulite is normal, stretch marks are normal, rolls are normal, spider veins are normal. All these things, it's like, it's so normal, and I wish it was more socially acceptable to have these in the society that we live, because I see the amount of pressure that women feel. Not even women, people. I see the amount of pressure that people feel to cover these things up because they feel like it's ugly. And it's not ugly. Dude, stretch marks to me have always been so beautiful. Like, I thought they were so cool, even growing up as a kid, because I just thought it looked like little tiger scratches. Like, that's what I used to think as a kid. And now as an adult, I realize that is a sign of growth. Your body changes constantly throughout your life. It gets bigger, it shrinks, it goes through different phases. Your skin is constantly changing, and that is not a bad thing. Some people get more stretch marks than others. It depends on how fast your skin is shrinking or growing. It's also genetic. Same with cellulite. Cellulite is, a lot of the time, is genetic. There's nothing wrong with it. I know girls of all sizes that have cellulite and stretch marks, and spider veins, so normal. Like, I have spider veins on my legs. If you hate that so much about yourself that you want to go and fix it, and you have means to fix it, and that's gonna bring you ultimate happiness, go for it. What bothers me a lot is people, the fact that I even am nervous to talk about this is an issue. When people feel like they have to constantly change themselves and that they think that's gonna make them happy, and then when they do and they're not that happy, it's not like the outer thing that you need to change. You have to work on what's going on in your head, because majority of the time for most people, insecurity is a societal thing, but it's also in your own head, and you can get so much work done and still be unhappy. And this is not shaming people that get work done, because trust me, I do not care what you do with your own body. It's your body, your choice. You do whatever you want. For me, it's sad to see people just unhappy. Like, I want people to feel love towards themselves no matter what. These beauty standards are crazy. I grew up literally looking at magazines, looking up at celebrities, thinking I needed to look like a certain girl in my class who had like these features because the boys liked her and I wanted the boys to like me. Like, it was all for attention. It was all for the wrong reasons. I didn't know how to love myself, and it completely changed when I had a baby. And I'm not saying that happens to everybody, because for a lot of people it doesn't. I don't even know how exactly I got to where I am, but I'm trying my best to bring it to you guys, because I have not suffered from anxiety in a long time. I haven't suffered from really anything, just because I've been so content with myself and seeing my body just naturally create a human out of nothing. Like, I didn't have to think about anything. It just did it. It just knew what to do. It was so fascinating to me. And I think that's why it got in my head that, wow, the human body is amazing. It has a way of telling you when you're sick. It knows what to do to help you get over the sickness. It brings you throughout life. It brings you so much. And I think we should fuel it with as much love as possible. Food, physically, mentally, just fuel your body. Think of it as a machine that you just want to put all the best things in it to get it to be running the best that it can be. And you know, now that I've been posting more about like my body and that kind of stuff online, it is opening up to a lot more, I wouldn't say hate, but a lot more criticism, because people are thinking, oh, are you setting unhealthy standards for people? And guys, listen, I am not unhealthy. I had a full physical with my doctor. My blood came back amazing. Blood sugar, cholesterol, kidneys, liver, like everything was spot on perfect. I just have a bit more fat on me right now, more than I've ever had before. My weight on the scale is lower than before I got pregnant, but my body's completely different. My body is wider. I have more rolls. I have more fat. My boobs are huge. And that just is proof that the number on the scale doesn't mean anything. I have less muscle now, more fat. Am I healthy? 100% yes. Am I still working out? Yeah, because I enjoy it. I like to run for my mental health. I like to run to listen to music and podcasts. I like to be physical. I eat somewhat healthy, but I also love to indulge. I decided to cook a lot more meals instead of ordering out all the time. But last night I made pizza rolls. They were so good, and there's nothing wrong with that. I do what makes me happy. That is all that anyone should ever do. Whatever makes you happy, just do it. This video is so all over the place. Normally I like to sit down and kind of like think about what I'm going to talk about, but I didn't even do that. I just wanted to sit and just talk to you guys because I see it so much on social media. Like, all bodies are beautiful. They can look one way in photos and another way in real life, whatever it may be. If there is somebody that you're following on social media that doesn't bring you happiness because you find you're comparing yourself to them in an unhealthy way, that is your job to take that out of your life. So you either unfollow, you mute, just to help your sanity, because comparing is the root of all evil. I really believe it. It's so tough not to compare yourself to other people. I grew up doing it. Even now as a mom, I find myself, Dan and I will get caught sometimes comparing our son to another son who's the same age. We're like, hey, wait a minute, Arky's not walking yet and that kid's walking. But it's like, no, every kid is on their own timeline, just like every person is on their own timeline, and every person is unique and different in their own way. And I really believe that finding that ultimate happiness will just help you so much in life, because you will feel like you don't need to be with anybody else for happiness. You don't need to change yourself to be happy. You don't need physical things to be happy. You don't need to travel to be happy. These are all things that will just add on or be a little bit of a bonus for you being happy with yourself. I took a photo earlier wearing the same bikini that I did in this photo. In this photo, it was taken in Greece. I remember flexing so hard. I remember we took a bunch of photos. I wish I still had them. They're on like an old hard drive somewhere and I don't know where, and I'm not about to go through that. I do not have the time. So I just using a screenshot from one that was on my Instagram. But this photo, I remember just feeling so insecure about myself, thinking, ugh, like I don't look like this all the time. Like, why do I have to like position myself in such a way to look like this? You know, why can't I always look like this? And I remember Dan looking at me like, what are you talking about? Like, you look amazing. And I would just get so frustrated with him. Be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you don't get it. Like, he would just be so confused. And now when I look back at this picture, I see someone who was really sad. My body looked amazing. It looked great. But guess what? It also looks amazing looking like this. Bodies that look like this also look like this. Bodies change. I might never look like this again, and that's fine, because I look so fire here. I had a freaking baby, but even if I didn't have a baby, I look great. I don't know what it is. I wish I could just like go through the screen and just help you guys feel better. That is just all I want, and I feel I don't know how else to put it out there other than just continuously talk about this and spread this message. I stopped using filters on my photos. I deleted Facetune. Bye. Like, no. It's literally, I take a photo, I post it as is. My Insta stories have no filters, and I post as is. And listen, that is not to say that people that use filters are bad, because there is nothing wrong with using a filter. But for myself, I feel like the more that I'm authentic and real online, the more I can help push out this message that you don't need to look a certain way. Because I used to get a lot of messages. Wow, I wish I had a life like yours, or husband goals, couple goals, family goals. And it was like, no, because I am sad. You don't want to feel like this. Now that I'm super happy, I want to push this out. I don't want people looking at me and feeling bad about themselves or feeling sad. I want people to look and be like, okay, I want to be this happy. How can I be this happy? Or hey, I look like that too. Or hey, my body does that too. I don't want people to feel like if you are too thin, then that's bad. Or if you are too big, then that's bad. No, you are perfect the way you are. As long as you're not doing anything that is dangerous, then there's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I am not embarrassed to wear a bikini this summer. I'm gonna embrace my body. I am not embarrassed to wear shorts where my cellulite is showing, and when I walk, my legs jiggle or my thighs rub together. Because guess what? I'm a human, and that's normal. And if I gain or lose weight, that's fine. It's normal. The one thing that I have a bit of an issue with is running with my new chest, because my goodness, I do not know how to do it properly now. I wear 2 sports bras, like they're just so big that it hurts. That's the only thing. So, but I'm still pumping. I don't know if my chest will change after I'm done that. We'll see, but I'm not in a rush to do anything. So it is what it is. That is the only message I want to talk about today. And I hope that this helps in any way, even if it's one person that's like all I want from these types of videos and content that I'm pushing out is just, I want you to feel happy. And if you feel insecure, if you feel sad about yourself, if you look at yourself in the mirror and feel bigger than you are or feel smaller than you are, don't feel guilty for feeling that way. We all feel that way. Try to look at yourself, and instead of being mad at yourself for feeling crappy, look at yourself and be like, you're beautiful, you're a rock star, you brought yourself to where you are right now, and you have so much more time, and so many people love you, and I love you, and that is all that matters. Let's spread the love. And oh, before I forget, I do have more house hunting, moving videos coming your way. I just want to spread this message, but a new vlog will be coming out next week. So yeah, get excited for that, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!